Hey, it's Jeff with Sunnyland Patio. Today I wanted to show you how to replace these mesh straps on outdoor wicker seat frames with the vinyl strapping. So let's get started. Welcome to my shop. Alright, so we need a few tools before we can get started here. First off, we're going to need some way to heat up the vinyl strap. So in our case here, we've got a frying pan, or a turkey fryer is actually what that is, hooked up to a propane tank. You could simply use a pot of boiling water on the stove, just as easy, so don't think you have to do anything fancy. You can also put that pot of hot water up on a grill, you know, it's usually convenient to where you strap furniture. And we'll just need a scissors, something to be able to cut that mesh strap away. I use needle nose pliers as another form to another tool to use to pry those straps off. You'll see in a minute. Pair of gloves. When the straps come out of the water, they're hot. The tongs to get the straps out of the water without burning yourselves. Key item we need is the new vinyl strapping. So you can check out the links below that'll show you about where to buy the vinyl strapping by the roll, how to measure your frames, and how to make the vinyl straps. So check out the links below. So we've got our straps. These are the rivets we're going to use. We're going to use for this particular job a 30-514 rivet, and we're going to use a 1364 drill bit set up already here in the drill. We're going to make holes into the frames and use those products. So let's get started. So first we just want to, let me talk about this actually. This mesh webbing, what it is it has elastic or rubber in it. So what happens is when we see this outside or in the sun, it breaks down, so it has no memory. It doesn't come back into shape. So therefore what happens is you start sinking lower and lower into your sofa. Eventually you'll bottom out somewhere you don't want to. So when we place it with the vinyl strapping, on these seat frames, I've never seen them have to be done again. So this hopefully is a permanent fix for you. Takes a little extra effort, but again, it takes care of it pretty much forever. What we'll do is we'll just cut this old vinyl, or I'm sorry, the old mesh strapping off the frame first. You'll see that they've stapled this. You know, somewhere in the Far East they have a stapler that probably is by machine that can go right into the aluminum frame. We don't have that kind of a tool here, so I'll show you how to do it at home. So we're just going to take those needle nose pliers and I just twist off the straps like so. The next step that'll be is I take a hammer. You can remove all these if you like, but it's really, to me, I don't find it necessary, and that's a pretty tedious chore. We just want to make it smooth so where no one would catch anything on there. So we're just going to hammer those down in. And continue on. Alright, so we've come to the point now where we've got our frame, the staples are kind of flush now out of the way, where at least they're not dangerous to anybody. I usually just feel around, make sure there's nothing sharp there. But do that very carefully though, you don't want to poke yourself trying. Now what I like to do here is I want to put the straps on the inside of the frame. So where these people have, where they put the original straps, I want to use this to where my rivet is going to be on the inside of the frame underneath. I'm only going to do a single wrap, and the reason for this is when I use the thicker vinyl strapping, if I use a double wrap, sometimes it won't fit into that seat frame again. You know, there's a limited amount of space, you know, that this fits into the wicker chairs usually. So I found sometimes when I double wrapped, it wouldn't fit in. So that's why I just single wrap these. So what I do here is I have the drill. Again, this is a 1364 drill bit. and we're going to use that 30-514 rivet. So I look for the places where the straps were on here, and you could tell kind of where the staples are. You could just go to the middle of that spot. So I'm just going to pick that up, and then I'm going to drill my new hole. Again, I'm looking for where the staples are, and then I'm going to put it to the inside of the frame. So now we're about to work with the hot vinyl strapping. So I would suggest make sure you always have some kind of gloves on, protection. Makes it to where you can handle the strap when it's very hot this way too. So I did have to measure both directions when I did this, and I did find that it was longer from front to back actually than side to side. So I made two different size straps. It was about an inch different, but every job is different, so you always measure whatever straps you're putting on there to make sure you do it right first. And so what we'll do is we'll take the first few out. Using the tongs that we said, we'll bring out, I'll bring out 2 straps. I mean, you can certainly bring out more or less depending on your skill. So I'm going to fasten to one side and then just pull it around to the other side. And again, fastening to one side. And just pushing that in. Pull it around to the other side. I really should have swept my workbench. Alright, so that about finishes the job up. Actually, we just cleaned this up. But you can see how the vinyl strapping is just going to be a superior product in the long run, compared to the straps, the mesh straps that are breaking down now. Alright, well, I hope this solves your wicker seat problem there and get rid of those old mesh straps and installing the new vinyl ones there. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.